For real.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I'll call this meeting of the Buckfield Select Board to order at 6:59 p.m. on October 29th, 2024. We just had a special town meeting where both articles passed for the solar moratorium and postponing our tax bills until December 15th. New business, consent agenda.
I will make a motion that we approve the consent agenda.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor? Bob, aye.
Azalea, aye. Heather, aye.
Peter, aye.
Sandra, aye.
The total on that is $154,544.91. Approval of the minutes from the October 15th, 2024 Select Board meeting.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes of the October 5th, 2024 select board meeting.
Thank you.
I'll second that motion.
Any discussion? No. All those in favor? Bob, aye.
Azalea, aye.
Peter, aye.
Sandra, aye.
All right. We have a planning board resignation. For Glenn Savini. Yes.
So, just so you all are aware, at their meeting on the 23rd, Glenn made the announcement that he'd be resigning for personal reasons. So the planning board has accepted it. It's just up to you to accept it so that it's official.
Okay. So I'll make a motion that we accept the resignation of Glenn Savini from the planning board.
I'll second that.
Any discussion?
Does this mean that we use our alternate to fill that space?
So I just spoke to the alternate, and the alternate said that if we want to move him into the permanent 1-year seat, he is okay with that. So if you want to discuss that and want a motion for it, you could probably do that on the next list.
Okay.
So discussion. Thank you, Glenn, for
Yeah.
your time serving.
Mhm.
Yes.
Board.
Yep. Any further discussion on that? We'll take the vote and then we can discuss the other. Yeah. All right. All in favor, Bob, aye.
Azalea, aye. Heather, aye.
Peter, aye.
Sandra, aye.
Thank you. And then we were going to discuss the alternate. We've given them permanent place on the board.
Mhm. What's the name?
It's the alt.
John Petroselli
Oh, okay.
or Petroselli.
Okay.
Selling, I think.
So I'll make a motion that we move John Petroselli to a permanent position on the planning board
For 1 year, right?
for 1 year.
I'll second that motion.
Thank you. Discussion?
So I'll bring up the elephant in the room, that a planning board of 5 members. That, just for complete transparency, so people would know, that would be 3 members of that board being the same family. In a current. Which I am not saying I have an issue with, I'm saying that we should acknowledge that.
Mhm.
Yes, definitely something to be aware of, as long as they are also aware.
Would we be able to have him remain an alternate for like a month? Let people know we're looking for 1 more planning board member. And then if nobody applies for the position, then we move him over.
Yes, Kim.
In my opinion,
Mm.
we've been screaming for planning board members for months, and we just finally got it up to where we were full with an alternate.
Yeah.
I don't foresee anybody else stepping up at this point in the game, because it's just, we've tried so hard. as part of that disclosure, I also want to reiterate that two of them live in one house, another lives in another house.
Mhm.
So it's not like they're all under one roof either. But again, it's the conflict, or not the conflict, but yeah, what am I looking for? The conflict would be, as long as they're not talking about planning board business in their personal time, and there's nothing that says that they can't be around each other, so.
Yeah.
You know, it's,
And these are the folks who have volunteered.
Right.
It's not that
right,
we are choosing one person over another.
Yeah.
And, like you said, Cameron and I am very thankful for the people who have stepped up to do this.
Mhm.
especially now, there's a lot of things going on.
All right, any further discussion? No, all right, all those in favor, Bob, aye.
So Heather,
Peter, I.
Sandra, I,
Thank you. Other business, have any other business? Yes, Ian.
So I just want to hit on it because I didn't add it to the agenda. I talked about it a little bit during the special town meeting, so. To give you a rundown of the last few days, beginning or the tail end of last week, we were having issues with the extract from Patriot loading into Trio. They got that worked out and they got the hot fix uploaded. We pulled the extract, we loaded it up. There was an issue with, in Patriot, they use an account number and then they use another account number. The account number is the Patriot account number, the other account number is the Trio number. So the last version of the extract yesterday was pulling the Patriot account number, which was deleting some accounts and messing everything up. They were awesome about it. They fixed it. And then I was able to upload it into the play environment to this morning. Manny and I both went through it, looked at it to see if there were any issues. The only issue we ran into was one current owner was wiped out and sent back to the previous owner, but that's an easy fix. We identified it and he's made the corrections. So we've gone through, we've looked at everything. The MVR has been completed. It has been reviewed numerous times by Manny and I. I've now sent it off to Ken for his review. He emailed me back. He's going to review it tonight. If everything goes well, I should have a firm answer on what the mill rate is by the end of the week. I mean, I already know what it looks like, but I don't want to tell anybody because I don't want people coming to find me if I'm wrong. But it came in lower than I was expecting, which is good. It doesn't necessarily mean that some people aren't going to see increases. Me personally, I'm going to see an increase. I know there's people on this board that are going to see an increase. Some people saw a significant decrease. So overall, everything's gone smoothly. I think we're at the final stretch of this, and then we'll be able to issue tax bills and get those out. And now they have an extra 30 days to pay it because we have been receiving a lot of phone calls from mortgage companies asking about it. So I've been letting them know that we had a town meeting tonight and that I let them know if they called back tomorrow. So I feel like we're in a good place now. Things are actually working in the system, which is good. So just hang tight.
Yes.
not trying to pin you down, but people up against, do you have an idea of when tax bills may be being sent out?
I have never run the tax billing module myself. I spoke with Trio today and Chad, the guy that was helping me with Patriot and the Trio conversion, or not conversion, but extract, as I said, it's pretty cut and dry. I mean, I'm familiar enough with it that I don't foresee any issues. You know, it should be relatively simple. So I'm hoping that midweek next week, we'll be able to start running these and then we could start stuffing them and probably get them mailed out by the following Monday.
Okay,
I'm gonna say Monday because I'd like to get them out by Friday, but
so when they are printed, stuffed and mailed, will that be posted on the town website that tax bills have been mailed?
yes, I can post that primarily because it makes our life easier because we receive 20 calls a day about when am I gonna get my tax bill? So I want to share as much information as I can, so I'll post it and then I'll send out an email to the 63 people that are subscribed to our mailing list. I wish more people would join. And share that information, and maybe some local business owners can share the word too, so it gets out there quicker.
Um. Because I know that there has been an issue in the past with some folks having their address changed and not updating it
For the town.
with the town. So the town will mail tax bills to the address on file. So if people think that their address may have changed and they haven't updated it,
Yeah, so the only thing that I'm leery about, we've been making changes to addresses as people come in. But I know a lot of KRT letters went out to the wrong addresses. With that said, when people called us and verified their address with us, it was correct in Trio. I'm hoping that the extract didn't mess up any of those mailing addresses. If you don't, I mean, what's today's date? Today's the 29th, if I'm saying next. So you'd be saying, we mail them out on the 11th. If people don't start seeing their tax bills by the 15th, I will have them, once I have them done, I will have them posted on our website. So people can either pull them up on the website or they can call us and just request a copy. I mean, postal mail is pretty slow. And it's got issues, and it's voting season and they're buried with absentee ballots and stuff, so. If people want to know and they start looking at the website by Friday the 15th, I would say that they should be posted up there. So that'll give them a good month to know what they have before the taxes are due.
thank you.
I'm saying this all in good faith.
No.
I'm hoping I'm right. But today went really well. I'm feeling pretty confident about where we're at, so.
Yeah, well, it was a big transition, and
There's a lot of moving pieces in a
Yeah.
very short period of time.
absolutely.
By the time we got the data and then having to make sure that we can pull it from one to the other, I mean, it's support on both sides on Trio and Patriot has been great. And I'm just glad we are where we're at. So, I mean, everything's loaded in Trio now, so we can pull up an account and see what their assessment is in Trio now. So it's not the old data anymore.
I think it's better that you take a few days to make sure that the information is accurate.
Yeah.
Than to rush, get things out and realize.
Yeah, I don't want to run into
Yeah,
a 2022 episode again.
that's what I was saying.
Mhm.
Well done.
Yes, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Mhm.
Man, he's done a lot of work too. Having him in the office is great. I can't wait till he gets a certification, because quite honestly, I'd be confident with him being our assessor already. He's like a sponge, and he's good.
Excellent,
We're really lucky to have him.
excellent.
All right.
Great.
Any other business? All right, public comment?
Great.
Yes.
Trunk or treat.
Oh, trunk or treat.
You know who's gonna hit on that?
Sorry, you're right.
What's the time? It's on Halloween from 4 to 7.
It usually starts at 4.
Yeah, 4 to 7 on Halloween here at the town office.
Fantastic.
And looking at what was sent out today, it looks like they got a lot of trunks, so
Nice.
bring the kids.
That's great, always fun, just fun to watch kids anyway.
Oh, and the roosters. Finished that today, so.
What are you doing with the air raid siren?
And Marks is gonna take it. It's pretty seized up, yeah. Yeah, no, so town office is watertight now. No more leaky ceilings and.
Fantastic.
And our air raid risk is really low.
Yeah. I think we get new technology to send out those smoke signals.
Yeah, it didn't take them long, they were, what?
Took him about a week.
Yeah.
Well, and he did say to me that it ended up being more of a project than he anticipated, but
Of course it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an old building, you know, he didn't know what he was gonna get into once he started tearing up the other roof thing. But with that membrane roof, none of us will ever have to deal with fixing that roof in our lifetime.
Come with, so quickly, please.
Yes. Oh, I'm wondering about it.
Where?
All right. Anything, any other business? All right, public comment? Nothing, all right, to be online? No, let's just do that. All right, so I'll make a motion that we adjourn the meeting at 7:14 PM.
I will second that.
All those in favor, bye-bye.
Yeah. And there-
I.
Thank you, everybody.
Maybe she'll see.
So you won't have a meeting on Fed, because we moved it to now, so our next meeting will be that one. Yeah. There's the lead. Oh, okay, that's a nicer pass.
Yeah.
Size.
So I'm thinking back when I signed up for the mailing list.